The blizzard of 2026 shattered records and more snow is already on the way. It is Tuesday, February 26, 2026. The blizzard of 2026 is over and the numbers are staggering. Fall River, Massachusetts, 41 in. That is 312 ft of snow from a single storm. Providence, Rhode Island, 37. 9 in, shattering the blizzard of 1978 record of 28. 6 in by more than 9 in. That is a record that stood for nearly half a century. Obliterated. New Bedford, Massachusetts. 37 in Warwick, Rhode Island, 36. 2 in Central Islip on Long Island, 31 in. A new all-time record for Long Island. Lyndhurst, New Jersey, 30. 7 in. Newark Liberty International Airport, 27. 1 in, breaking the record set during the January 2016 blizzard. More than 800 flights were canceled just at Newark alone. Across the 5 boroughs of New York City, Staten Island hit 24. 1 in LaGuardia, 22. 5. Washington Heights, 22. 1. Central Park, 19. 7. Philadelphia came in at 14 in, the city's biggest snowfall in a decade. North Stonington, Connecticut reported over 30 in with Mystic at 24. Over 600 000 customers lost power at the height of the storm. Massachusetts at 166, 0. New Jersey at 127, 0. Delaware over 71, 0. Maryland nearly 40, 0. New York 15, 0. Pennsylvania 13, 0. Virginia 12, 0. Wind gusts hit 83 mid-ph on Nantucket, 77 mid-fleet, 70 mph in Hull, 68 mph at Logan Airport and Grayton. Blizzard conditions were officially verified in Newark, Grayton, Meriden, Waterbury, and across southeastern Massachusetts. Southeastern Massachusetts saw snowfall rates of 4 in per hour, not 2, not 3, 4 in per hour at the peak. Over 660 flights were canceled Monday with another 800 Tuesday. At least 2 fatalities have been confirmed. Rhode Island's statewide travel ban remains in effect as power restoration is being called a multi-day process, and now more snow is already on the way. A clipper system arrives tomorrow. By the way, if you'd like specific weather forecasts for your region or city, please leave them in the comments. I'll answer them individually as time allows. Also, if you like the video and subscribe to my channel, you'd be very grateful. Now, let's move on, the cleanup. The Northeast is digging out from what Wikipedia has already titled the February 2026 North American Blizzard, Winter Storm Hernando, and called it a historic and crippling event. 2 to 3 ft of snow fell across much of the Northeast Megalopolis. The bomb cyclone dropped nearly 40 millibars in 24 hours from 1 or 4 off the Outer Banks Sunday morning to approximately 9 by Monday afternoon. Hurricane-strength wind gusts were reported across New England, nearly reaching 100 mph in the immediate coastal regions. In southeastern Massachusetts, the bullseye we identified days ago. Multiple towns reported over 30 and Brockton hit 31, Bridgewater 31, North Attleboro 32, Attleboro 32, Whitman 33, 7, Kingston and Lakeville 36, and Fall River topped them all at 41 in. The NWS Skywarn coordinator confirmed these extraordinary numbers. Around Boston, 12 to 18 inches fell from Route 495 eastward toward Route 95 with 16 to 24 in from Boston down to Providence. In New York City, 5,000 Department of Sanitation workers were deployed on 12-hour shifts with plows and salt spreaders. The Plow NYC tracker showed a majority of streets had been plowed at least once by Monday afternoon, but the sheer volume of heavy wet snow made clearing secondary streets extremely difficult. Midtown Manhattan reported a peak wind gust of 47 mph just after 3:00 a.m. Across New Jersey, nearly 100 000 customers lost power. In Connecticut, the NWS called it a blockbuster blizzard with official blizzard conditions verified in Girton, Meriden, and Waterbury. Wind gusts hit 68 mph at Groton New London Airport. Southeastern Connecticut was hit hardest with North Stonington exceeding 30 in. Coastal flooding caused moderate damage along the Jersey Shore with an estimated 20 ft of beach erosion in Upper Township. In Massachusetts, Governor Maura Healey declared a state of emergency and deployed 200 National Guard troops. Over 280 Lear-Zuider customers lost power. In Rhode Island, over 42 Lear-Zuider remain without power, and the state energy provider says restoration will take multiple days. Rhode Island's statewide travel ban remains in effect. Connecticut schools remain closed for a second day. NJ Transit rail service remains uncertain. Boston season snowfall total has now exceeded 60 in, the first above-average season in 4 years. The massive snowpack will take weeks to fully melt. Forecasters say the first week of March will still look like mid-winter. The next system, Wednesday, a clipper system is already pushing through the northern plains and upper Midwest today. Snow will move into Michigan tonight. 1 to 3 in for southern and central Michigan, 3 to 5 in for the upper peninsula. By Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, snow reaches Pennsylvania, New York, the Finger Lakes, Buffalo, and Erie. By Wednesday morning, it arrives along the I-95 corridor. Philadelphia northbound through New York City, New Jersey, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, up into the Hudson Valley, Albany, Syracuse, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. This will not be a blockbuster event after what we just saw, but it will be a classic 3 to 5 in nuisance event that forces everyone back out with shovels on top of the feet already on the ground. Eastern Massachusetts and down East Maine could see another 3 to 5 in. It clears out Wednesday afternoon. A coating to a couple of inches is the more likely outcome for the Boston Metro per local forecasters. Thursday-Friday system. A piece of energy from the northern jet dives south. This brings active weather to the southeast, rain and possibly thunderstorms, and a skinny corridor of accumulating snow from central Pennsylvania up through northern New Jersey, the southern Hudson Valley, and into the Boston Metro. Right now, this looks like a quick-hitting system. A sneaky couple of inches, but the ensemble probabilities show about a 40% chance of an inch or more through that corridor. One model, the European, shows this threatening to phase into a Miller B nor'easter where a clipper combines with a new coastal low. If that happens, southern New England could see another 4 to 8 in. We will be watching this closely. Early March, Arctic blast and snow. Both the European and GFS models show a significant shot of Arctic air and winter weather arriving around March 1st through 3. The NWS has already posted outlooks for March 7 through 6, showing a very stormy and very snowy weather pattern, a slight risk for heavy precipitation across a wide zone. The European brings the Arctic blast in around Tuesday, March 3rd. The GFS is earlier, Monday morning, March 2nd, though the GFS has a progressive bias. Either way, temperatures could drop 20 to 30 degrees below average, extremely cold even by March standards. The massive snowpack from this blizzard acts as a refrigerator, keeping ground temperatures well below what models show and pushing the snow line further south for every follow-up system. Both models have also been consistently showing a potential snow or ice system around this time frame. Then yet another Arctic blast appears around 10 days out. The European model shows 5 to 6 distinct snowfall events over the next 2 weeks for the mid-Atlantic and Northeast. The pattern is dominated by the polar jet with the subtropical jet remaining quiet. That means snow chances stay high for the Northeast and Midwest, while the South stays relatively calm until the ENSO transition kicks in and severe weather increases across the Mississippi Valley. City-by-city predictions. Northeast, New York City, Boston, Philadelphia, D.C., Hartford, Providence, Portland, Emmy, Buffalo. Schools remain closed for many districts today. Digging out continues. Wednesday, Clipper brings 3 to 5 in Philly northbound, another nuisance event on top of feet. Thursday, Friday system could be a sneaky couple inches or could phase into a Miller B nor'easter. Early March, 20 to 30 below average temperatures and more snow. NYC Central Park ended at 19. 7 in the most since February 2006. Boston Logan 14. 4 in with SE Mass getting 30 to 41 in. Providence shattered the blizzard of 78 record. Power restoration ongoing. Travel bans lifting but roads treacherous. Southeast Atlanta, Charlotte, Nashville, Raleigh, Birmingham, Jacksonville, New Orleans. Deep freeze arrives. Freeze warnings extend all the way past Cape Coral, Florida, deep into the state. Freezing in Jacksonville and Mobile this morning. Alabama in the 20s. Nashville at 20 degrees. The cold moderates by midweek with a warm-up, but another Arctic blast targets early March. Thursday-Friday system brings rain and possible thunderstorms to the southeast, Midwest and Great Lakes, Chicago, Detroit, Minneapolis, Milwaukee, Cleveland, Indianapolis, Columbus, St. Louis, Cincinnati, Louisville. Clipper snow today through the northern tier. Michigan sees 1 to 5 in depending on location. Lake effect continues behind the system. Arctic air dominates. Chicago 23, St. Louis 25. The Clipper Parade continues every 24 to 48 hours. Ski resorts across Appalachia are thriving. West Coast and Mountain West, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Seattle, Portland, Sacramento, San Diego, Phoenix, Salt Lake City, Boise, Flagstaff, Denver, Albuquerque, ridge building over the Southwest. Warmth returns to SoCal, Arizona, New Mexico, Utah. Cascades and Northern Rockies see the next round of snow midweek. Sierra gets a break. Plains and South Central. Dallas, Houston, Kansas City, Oklahoma City, Omaha, Denver, San Antonio, Little Rock, Memphis. Record warmth surging into Texas. 80s Tuesday near Amarillo. 90s Wednesday in San Antonio and Austin. Then the early March Arctic blast crashes south. The roller coaster between record warmth and Arctic cold continues. Looking ahead, winter is not done by any stretch. The polar jet remains hyperactive while the subtropical jet stays quiet. That means the Northeast and Midwest remain in the crosshairs for repeated snow events and Arctic blasts through at least the first week of March. The European model is showing 5 to 6 distinct snowfall events over the next 2 weeks for these same areas. Clipper after clipper rolling through with at least 1 or 2 threatening to phase into more significant coastal storms. The massive snowpack 2 to 3 feet still on the ground across much of the I-95 corridor will keep temperatures suppressed and make every follow-up system more impactful. The snowpack acts like a refrigerator, ensuring that the snow line for future systems extends further south than models currently project. The ENSO transition from La Nina to neutral will begin consolidating the subtropical jet as we push through March, fueling more dynamic storm systems and increasing severe weather threats across the Mississippi Valley and Ohio Valley. Tornado season is approaching and the battleground is shifting. But for the Northeast, you have weeks of winter still ahead. Spring is fighting back. The sun angle is increasing rapidly in late February. Average temperatures are climbing a few degrees, but winter is refusing to go quietly. Every storm that adds to this snowpack extends the winter field deeper into March. Thanks for watching. Stay warm, stay safe, and keep those shovels handy. You are going to need them again. Bye.